Bonjour, c'est moi. Okay, so we're going to talk about l'impératif, which in English it's just the commands, okay, imperative, telling somebody what to do or making a suggestion to somebody. This is probably one I should set an alarm for too, just to make sure I don't go over. Okay, so l'impératif, the commands, this is actually also still in the present tense, just like the present indicative, just like the present subjunctive. So these are in the present tense. You're telling somebody what to do like right now, but we've switched the mood to imperative to show that you are giving a command or making a suggestion to somebody. So if I tell you shut the door, like I want that to happen right now. If I tell you to eat your veggies, I want that to happen right now in the present tense. Okay, I'm just giving you a command rather than a statement of fact. Not a statement of fact would be like Bob shuts the door, but a command would be like Bob shut the door. Okay, present tense. All right. So in French, just like in English, there are several different forms you can use for giving a command. In French, you're going to use the you form just like in English. In English, you use the you form. But the thing that makes the French one different is that there's two different ways to say you, right? You've got the tu form and the vous form, so you just have to know who you're talking to, okay? The tu form has, I think, the most complex directions to it, so we'll hit that one first. If you're giving a command to one person that you know, okay, a family member, a friend, your pet, somebody younger than you, you're giving a command to one person that you know, you're going to use the tu form. And for the most part, you're just going to take the regular tu form of the verb. So you are doing the dishes, and you're just going to drop off the word you. Okay, so I don't want to make a statement anymore. I want to give a command. So I would just say fais la vaisselle. And now it is a command. I've left off the word you, just like in English. Okay, if I could have a command like tu finis tes devoirs, you are finishing your homework, that's a statement. Okay, and I want to make it into a command, hey, finish your homework. Okay, I'm going to drop off the word tu, and I'm just going to say finis tes devoirs, finish your homework. Okay, so for the most part, that's not too bad. That's just like in English, you're just leaving off the word you. Okay, in fact, you know it's imperative, you know it's a command because there isn't a subject out in front of it. It's an understood subject. For those of you guys who had, you know, decent grammar teachers in elementary school, I know we all kind of came from different places. They called it the understood you. Okay, you do the dishes, and this is how they would write it down. Okay, so when it said pick the subject in the sentence, you would know it was that you in parentheses, that understood you. Okay, that's what we're doing here too. Okay, we're just leaving off the word you. Now, the reason that made the tu form a little bit more complex than the other forms of the imperative is this one simple rule, and that is if your original verb ends in er, you are also going to drop the s. Sorry, my computer puts that accent on the automatically and turns it into the word t in French. So if it's a regular er verb, you're going to drop the s from the tu form. Okay, so if I had a statement like tu manges la pomme, you are eating the apple, and I want to make that a command, the imperative, a command, I would say, hey, eat that apple, eat the apple. Okay, so I'm going to take off the tu, of course, but I'm also going to take off the s. I'm taking that off because my original verb ended in er. Okay, so mange la pomme, eat the apple, is a command. Okay, let's do another example of an er verb. So like tu ferme la porte. That's a statement of fact. You are shutting the door. Okay, but now I want to make it imperative and make it into the command form. So I'm going to say, hey, shut the door. Okay, I'm going to take off the tu, but I'm also going to take off the s because my original verb ended in er. Okay, the original verb was fermer. Okay, so ferme la porte is going to be a command. Now, this also works for the verb aller. So like if I had a sentence like you are going to the store, that's a statement of fact, but that word va, going, is the verb aller. That's my original verb. Now, it is an irregular verb, but it does end in the letters ER. So you are actually also going to drop off that S off the to form, okay? So if I want to make that a command, I'm going to say, hey, va au supermarché. Go to the grocery store. Va au supermarché, okay? So that's what makes the to form a little bit more difficult. Not only do you drop the to, but if the original verb ended in ER, you also drop the S, okay? So like I said, in English you drop the word you, but in French there's two different ways to say you. You've got the to form, but you've also got the vous form. So if you're talking to a group of people, like a classroom of students, whatever, or you're just talking to somebody you don't know very well, you're talking to your boss, you're talking to somebody, let's say you're in an elevator, you don't know the people you're in there with, and you would say, hey, push the button for the 3rd floor or whatever. You'd have to use the vous form if you didn't know that person, okay? So you're giving a command, you need to use the vous form. All you're going to do is drop off the word vous, just like in English you dropped off the to. So I'm going to use these same examples up here because I'm feeling kind of brain dead after recording so many videos. So let's say I have the sentence, vous faites la vaisselle, okay? So y'all are doing the dishes, a group of people are doing the dishes, and now I want to tell you to do them. I want to give you the command, do the dishes, faites la vaisselle. All I'm doing is dropping off the word vous, okay? There's a bunch of you guys who are finishing your homework. Vous finissez vos devoirs. Y'all are finishing your homework. And now I want to make that a command. Hey guys, finish your homework. So finissez vos devoirs. Finish your homework. Okay? I'm not doing anything different. And down here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if what it ended in. There's no exceptions here. Okay, so vous mangez la pomme. You're eating the apple, and now you want to make that a command to somebody you don't know very well. Okay, mangez la pomme. Eat the apple. Okay, mangez la pomme. You're gonna talk to somebody, so tell them to go to the grocery store. So vous allez au supermarché, and you want to make that a command. You're just gonna say allez au supermarché, go to the grocery store, okay? So there's no exceptions in the vous form, okay? You're just going to drop off the word vous in the same way in English you just would have dropped off the you, okay? Now, also in French, there's a third and final way to give commands. So you, just like in English, but you can also use the nous form in French. And when you use the nous form, it's the English equivalent of saying let's, okay? So you and I were both involved. Let's do this, okay? So, and there's no exceptions here either. You are honestly just going to take the nous form. Again, I'm going to use the same example. So like we're doing the dishes, nous. Oops, that's not the form there. So nous faisons la vaisselle. We're doing the dishes. That's a statement of fact. But now I want to make the suggestion, let's. Okay, you and I, let's do the dishes. Okay, I'm just dropping off the nous. I'm going to say faisons la vaisselle. Let's do the dishes. Okay, we are all finishing our homework. Nous finissons nos devoirs. That's a statement of fact. But now I want to make it a suggestion, like this command to both you and I. Let's do this. Let's finish our homework. Okay, you wanted to go to the mall, but no, let's finish our homework. Finissons nos devoirs. Okay, let's do it, you and I. It doesn't matter if it ended in ER or not. So like we're eating, nous mangions une pomme, we're eating an apple. Okay. Now I want to make this suggestion. Guys, let's eat an apple. Okay, you guys had a cake laid out there, but no. Mangions une pomme. Let's eat an apple. Okay, get our fruit in. It could have been an ER verb, an IR verb, an irregular verb. It doesn't matter. I could have something like nous allons au supermarché. We're going to the store, and I'm going to make it a command, a suggestion now. Guys, let's go to the grocery store. Allons au supermarché. Okay, so you see that there's no exceptions at all for vous and nous. It's just the vous and nous form minus the word vous and nous. So the only thing that's a little wonky is on the to form. Not only are you dropping the to, you also need to double check and see if your original verb ended in ER or not. And if it did, you'll drop off that S. Okay, out loud, honestly, you would never hear the difference. Like tu manges la pomme sounds exactly like mange la pomme. Okay, out loud, you'd never know. But again, the whole purpose of us doing this grammar review is at some point we have got to clean up our spelling, grammar, things like that, and get a little bit more accurate in what we're saying, writing, understanding, whatever. Okay. I don't know how much I want to get into this because I don't think I can do it from memory, but there are a few exceptions to the imperative, and I alluded to those earlier because a lot of the exceptions that come with the imparfait are based on the subjunctive. Okay, so like I know that être is one of them. Okay, so if I wanted to tell you to be something, like be early, okay, sois en avance. Okay, if I'm talking to one person, I would use sois. If I want to say, hey guys, let's be early, I would use the new form, soyons en avance. Let's be early, guys. Soyons en avance. Okay, that would be new for me. I'm generally late. Or if I want to talk to all of you guys, hey, be early. Soyez, with using the vous form, soyez en avance. Okay, so that would be with être. I know that avoir is a weird one too. I don't know if I can do all these off the top of my head. Avoir is a weird one. So like, I don't know, that example I gave you earlier about being scared is a good one, like avoir peur. Okay, so if you want to tell one person don't be scared, n'aie pas peur. Okay, so okay, so I don't even know how to explain that one. So I guess that's not quite the subjunctive because you know that the to form would have been a with an s, but it doesn't have an s here. Okay, n'aie pas peur. Okay, so it's not quite like the subjunctive, but it's pretty close. Okay, let's not be scared, guys. So n'ayons pas peur, and you, one person I don't know very well, n'ayez pas peur, like that. I'm pretty sure that savoir is an exception. Like if I wanted to tell you like sache la réponse, know the answer. Okay, I think that's right. Again, I'm not sure if I should have done this. Maybe I should have looked up some of these before. And then I know that vouloir is a weird one too. Okay, so veuille and veuillez, and I don't even know what the new form is. Okay, I think it's those four, but oh my gosh, guys, I don't think I've ever even taught the irregular, what is that? Irregular imperative in French. Okay, let's just look because I've got like a minute left in this. What are the irregular? Yeah, that's what I want. Let's see how close I got. Just I'm curious. I haven't done this for a long time. Okay. Those are all regular ones. Regular. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, guys. First of all, just stop. Go away, ads. I think I was right. Hold on. I kind of see and I don't know how to make that go away. Okay, here we go. Look. There are 4. And look. And look. Oh, guys, I feel so smart right now. I have not looked in this freaking forever. Okay. Okay, so exactly what I typed was the exceptions. So ta-da! And see, I didn't even know what the new form would be because look, there isn't one. Oh my gosh, that's I guess we can't say let's want to do something. I don't know. Okay, so that is all I have to say about the giving commands. Okay, and so that concludes this video. Merci, au revoir.